They counted. Every glance, every whisper, every smirk aimed at you like a blade. They wrote the numbers down, scribbled predictions of your collapse. They were certain that you'd fold, certain that reality would bend you into a shape they could understand. But reality doesn't knock. It doesn't wait. It doesn't beg. It crashes through doors and laughs while the timid stumble. And you are still standing. Look at them. The silent observers, the smiling conspirators in the back of every room. They think power is given. They think influence is borrowed. They think a man or woman is only worth what the crowd allows. They don't see the truth. They can't see the fire smoldering in your chest, the rage, the hunger, the quiet calculation. They counted, and reality arrived, and they blinked. Every failure they predicted, every doubt they nurtured like a pet, every quiet insult that grazed your name, it all becomes fuel, fuel that burns hotter than their laughter, fuel that turns hesitation into instinct, pain into precision, fear into armor. They were measuring your weakness, but you were measuring theirs. You learned patience in the shadows. You watched while they flinched at their own reflections. And now, the world isn't just watching, it's trembling. Stop looking for permission. Stop waiting for signs. Stop believing their tally has any meaning. They are irrelevant. Their counts are meaningless scribbles in a diary that reality will tear to shreds. Step into the void they never dared to enter. Walk where silence bites and shadows shift. Stand in the space between expectation and truth. Watch as disbelief cracks their faces. Watch as certainty withers like old paint in the sun. Do you feel it? The weight of every eye, every misjudgment, every secret hope that you fail. It presses down, heavy, suffocating. But that pressure, that's not weakness. That's proof. Proof that you've been underestimated. Proof that the fire you've been hiding can ignite. That the storm is coming. That the reckoning is closer than they think. And when it hits, they will never count again. So rise. Stand tall in the ruins of their assumptions. Smile at the absurdity of their confidence. The world is chaotic, unpredictable, brutal, and so are you. Let their counting be the soundtrack of your awakening. Let every doubt they whispered become the fuel for your fury. Let reality step in unannounced, and let them quit. Let them stare. Let them falter, and let you remain, the one they never could predict. Look at yourself. Really look. Peel away the polite lies you tell in the mirror, the cracks, the scars, the quiet failures hiding under your skin. They aren't shame. They are tools. They are proof. Every imperfection is a blade. Every hesitation is a lever. You wield them. You sharpen them. And the moment you stop hiding from your reflection, that's the moment fear bows. You've been trained to hate what you see, conditioned to smooth the edges, hide the dark corners. But darkness isn't a curse. It's a language, a power, the same fire that makes others stumble, paralyze you for a moment, can be harnessed, bent, forged into a weapon so precise it leaves no trace of mercy. You look at yourself not for approval, not for comfort, but for war. The eyes staring back. They hold everything you've endured, every misstep, every betrayal. every whisper that told you you weren't enough. They see it, they remember it, and now you see it too. You see the cracks as the map to dominance, the scars as reminders that you survived. That weakness is only dangerous if you let it roam uncontrolled. If you don't, it obeys. It obeys you. Do you feel the pulse? That quickening heartbeat that tells you everything is coming. That whispers in the night while the world sleeps. That tells you quietly that every flaw can be flipped. That every mistake can become a trap for those who ever doubted. The reflection is no longer a judge. It is a conspirator. It is your silent army. It knows your rhythm. It anticipates your chaos. It waits and strikes with you. Stop looking for comfort. Stop asking the mirror for permission. Stop letting the fear of what you see freeze you in place. Stand naked before it. Let it expose you. Let it burn. Let it whisper the secrets only shadows understand. The reflection doesn't lie. It doesn't beg. It doesn't flinch. It confronts. It dares. And in its gaze, you find clarity, power, hunger. And when the world comes knocking again with their counts, their whispers, their bets on your collapse, you will smile at them. Because now you know you are more, far more than they measured. Every flaw is a weapon. Every scar is a reminder. Every hesitation is ammunition. Look again, and let the reflection grin. Let it grin like chaos, like a storm, like a truth no one else can survive. Half the enemies you fear live inside your head. Not out there, not in the streets, not in their whispers, inside. Nestled between your doubts, your what-ifs, your silent hesitations, they smile while you sleep. They wait while you dream, and they strike when you blink. But what if I told you they're not your enemy? Not really. Every hesitation, every tiny self-sabotage, every second you let fear twist your thoughts into chains. It's a test, a lesson, a blueprint. The mind is a battlefield, and these quiet killers, they are your sparring partners. They are the pressure points, the triggers, the moments of weakness you can turn into instruments of precision. The only way out is through. Do you feel them? The creeping doubts that whisper you're not enough? The weight of every mistake you ever made? The invisible eyes that track your every move? They think they own you. They think they can bend you, but you've learned something they never taught. Every fear, every flaw, every secret hesitation is ammunition, and ammunition is deadly in the right hands. The trick, the beautiful, terrifying trick, is embracing them. Let them crawl through your veins. Let them twist. Let them scream. Let them gnaw. And then when they think you've broken, you flip the switch. You turn that fear inside out. You weaponize the quiet killers. And suddenly, the hunter becomes the hunted. Suddenly, the mind that trembled in shadow now strikes in daylight. They warned you to be careful. They whispered patience. They begged for compromise. Let them all believe you're fragile. And while they're counting your flaws, your inner chaos is growing. Each doubt adds weight. Each hesitation strengthens your reflexes. Each fear sharpens your claws. You become the shadow in your own head, waiting to strike at the perfect moment. And when it hits, when the quiet killers rise in your favor, they will feel it. The panic you once felt, the hesitation you once endured, the doubt you once obeyed. You will move with the precision of chaos, strike without mercy. And when they blink, when they stumble, remember this: they never understood that the only thing stronger than fear is the one who turns it into fire. The strongest force is silent, unseen, unannounced. The world waits for noise, for clamor, for someone to declare their presence. They crave it. They expect it. But power, true power, doesn't knock. It waits, it watches. And when it strikes, the world doesn't recover. Every glance unnoticed, every whisper ignored, every step measured and precise. That is the rhythm of invisible fury. You move like a shadow, untouchable only because no one knows you exist. They see chaos coming, but not you. You are the storm before it announces itself, the tremor before the quake. And the moment they notice, it's already too late. You've been taught to shout, to show, to prove. Throw your hands in the air, make a scene, demand attention. Pathetic, weak, clumsy. The real predators don't reveal themselves. They let the foolish dance in their assumptions. Let them underestimate you. Let them believe you are harmless. Every smirk, every pause, every careful step builds the tension. Feel it coursing through your veins. That quiet rage that doesn't need applause. That fire that doesn't need validation. Every suppressed insult, every past betrayal, every judgment you endured in silence feeds it. It grows, patient, calculated, waiting for the perfect moment to unravel everything they thought they knew. And when it erupts, it is art. Brutal, precise, and irreversible. Let the world think they have you figured out. Let them whisper their doubts. Let them measure your silence as weakness. They are blind. They are slow. They are fragile. You are not. You are the hand that strikes from nowhere, the mind that waits, calculates, and executes. Every move a lesson in terror, every pause a reminder of inevitability. And when it happens, when the invisible fury you nurtured finally shows itself, they will shatter. They will stumble. They will remember too late the name they never spoke. And you will smile quietly. No applause, no notice, just the satisfaction of the storm you carried in silence finally breaking loose. And the world will never forget it, even if they never see it coming. Comfort kills, soft living, easy days, the illusion of safety, it lulls the weak into submission. But you've felt the hunger, that gnawing emptiness that screams in the dead hours, the fire that doesn't relent, the craving for more, for better, for survival that doesn't compromise. That hunger is a weapon, sharper than any blade. They will tell you to slow down, to be reasonable, to settle, to measure yourself against their limits. Pathetic. They measure weakness, not potential. You move differently. You breathe differently. Every step you take is fueled by the dissatisfaction they never survived. Every glance at their complacency sharpens your teeth. Hunger doesn't beg. Hunger strikes. Feel the weight of every opportunity missed, every betrayal endured, every insult swallowed like poison. Let it ferment. Let it twist into obsession. The people who laughed at you, the ones who counted against you, they fed the fire without knowing it. And now, that same fire can consume everything that once intimidated you. Hunger never apologizes. Hunger never quits. Do you see it? The advantage? They eat comfort, you eat chaos. They measure life in what they have. You measure life in what you take. Every sleepless night, every struggle endured, every silent moment of planning, it's a sharpening, a honing. You are becoming more than they imagined, more than they dared. And when hunger meets precision, it is unstoppable. Let them rest. Let them dream. Let them believe satisfaction is life. They will crumble in its shadow. You will rise in the void they ignored. Each rejection, each slight, each underestimation feeds the hunger. It's your ally, your compass, your strategy. And the more they doubt you, the hungrier you become. And when it's time, when the hunger finally strikes, it doesn't knock, it doesn't warn, it doesn't negotiate. It consumes, it overwhelms, it leaves no trace of compromise. And the world, the fools counting you, they will see it, too late. And you will stand there smiling at the absurdity of their disbelief, fueled by a hunger that only grows with every step they misjudged. Move where no one watches. Speak where no one listens. Strike where no one dares. The world is loud, clumsy, predictable. But shadows are alive. They bend, they twist, they carry you where eyes cannot follow. And when they notice, it is already too late. You've been exposed. You've been seen. And yet the strongest presence is the one that leaves no trace. Every step is calculated. Every silence a weapon. Every glance a message they cannot read. Let them assume. Let them misinterpret. Let them believe you are lost in the noise. They will pay for it. Do you feel it? The thrill of the unseen? The pulse that quickens when the world moves in ignorance of your power? That is freedom. That is control. The people chasing recognition are weak. They stumble. They announce themselves. You are the predator dancing on the edges of perception, letting the chaos happen while you shape it unseen. Patience, observation, precision. They are your allies, your weapons, your heartbeat in the dark. Let the world underestimate the invisible. Let them flaunt their confidence while you plan your moves like poetry wrapped in menace. Every unnoticed detail, every ignored warning becomes your advantage. The shadows remember what the light forgets. Watch, wait, listen. The subtle movements of every fool who thought they could count you. Every hesitation, every overconfidence, every false smile, you store it, you digest it, you twist it. And when the moment is right, it becomes your symphony. The world thinks it is chaos, but you have always been the conductor. And when they finally see you, it will be overwhelming. They will blink. They will stumble. They will wonder how the quiet one became a storm. You will not explain. You will not pause. Shadows do not seek credit. Shadows do not apologize. They strike. And in that strike you exist in a way the world cannot unsee, leaving echoes of fear in the spaces they never watched. They tried to measure you, scribble you into boxes, fit you into rules, count your loyalty, judge your worth. Pathetic. The only approval that matters is your own. Every chain they tried to wrap around you snaps under the weight of your resolve. You are no one's property, no one's pawn, no one's expectation. Freedom isn't given, it's taken, and you've taken it quietly. Every compromise you refused, every lie you didn't tell, every moment you stood alone while they laughed, that is your currency. You spend it in silence, and when the moment comes, you strike without hesitation, leaving those who doubted you wondering how you became untouchable. Do you feel the power? That pulse in your veins that tells you answer to no one? That rush that says you move through the world on your own terms? They measure chains. You measure impact. They count numbers. You count victories. And every step forward is a declaration you belong only to yourself. Let them cling to their comfort. Let them bow to authority, tradition, expectation. Let them pray that someone else defines their worth. You are chaos wrapped in control. You are fire with a blueprint. You are a storm that does not ask permission, and the world cannot contain what it cannot name. The thrill of independence is intoxicating. Every move you make, unbound by their rules, unchained by their opinions, leaves a mark. They sense it, they fear it, and that fear is delicious. That fear is proof that breaking the chains is not only possible, it is inevitable, and you are living it. And when they finally look at you, trembling, uncertain, they will see a truth they cannot touch. You answer to no one. You measure only yourself. You build only yourself. You move only as you choose. And in that realization, in that raw, unfiltered dominance, you smile. Because you are free. Free to rise. Free to conquer. Free to exist as a force they can never predict. They counted. They doubted. They whispered. And yet, you are still here. Standing, watching, smiling. This isn't the end. It's just the beginning. The storm you've carried, the fire you've unleashed, it's yours. If you felt that fire burn inside, don't stop now. Watch the full journey, absorb every truth, every punch, every secret the world didn't want you to see. And when you do, leave your mark. Drop a comment. Let the world know you're not one to be underestimated. You showed up. You endured. You resisted. That takes guts. That takes hunger. That takes chaos. Mastered into power. So to every one of you watching, this is your tribute. You are the reason this storm exists. You are the reason the counting stopped. And remember, the world never saw you coming. Yo, hold up. You feel that tension in the air, like something's crawling beneath the surface, waiting to strike. You think you're safe, huh? Think again. This ain't peace. It's the silence before the ambush. Yeah, I said it. The battle you didn't see coming is already here. It's creeping in your thoughts, hiding behind your comfort, studying your next move. Nah, this isn't just a speech. This is a warning. A wake-up call for every fighter out there who's been sleeping with their guard down. You've been walking through a battlefield disguised as a normal day. Every calm moment, a setup. Every easy choice, a trap. So listen, stay right here till the very end, because every second of this video will arm your mind like steel. Every line will hit like a spark, breaking illusions, exposing patterns, and sharpening your focus till nothing can surprise you again. You made it here for a reason. And that reason, you're built different. You're not just surviving this world, you're decoding it. You've got instincts they tried to dull, a fire they tried to bury, and a mind they can't control anymore. So yeah, this one's for you. For the ones who've been underestimated, overlooked, and still standing. For the silent watchers who feel something's off, but can't yet name it. You're not paranoid. You're aware. You're the reason their system shakes when truth speaks. So hit that comment section. Let me know you're awake, alive, and locked in. Because once this starts, there's no going back. Once the awareness hits, there's no more surprise attacks. They always think the war begins with noise, but the deadliest battles start in silence. You feel it, don't you? That strange stillness crawling under your skin. The way the world seems calm, too calm, like it's holding its breath before something erupts. Everyone's laughing, scrolling, pretending to be safe, but deep down you can sense it. The atmosphere has weight. The air feels staged. You know something's coming, but you can't quite name it. That's how it always begins, not with fire, but with distraction. Not with a roar, but with a whisper. That's the trick. That's the setup. Oh wow, you thought you were just living life, right? Waking up, working, surviving. But the truth is, you've been standing on a battlefield. You can't see every choice, every silence, every delay. They've been moves in a war no one warned you about. You didn't hear the drums because they weren't beating outside. They were echoing in your mind. Every time you ignored your gut, every time you numbed your focus, the enemy smiled because they don't need to destroy you with weapons. They just need you to forget what you're fighting for. Yeah, they've studied you. They know how you think, how you react, how easily your energy drains when chaos hits from the blind side. They don't strike when you're ready. They strike when you're comfortable. They wait until you say, finally, things are calm. That's when the storm kicks in. The battle you didn't see coming isn't in the distance. It's already set. The trap was never about confrontation. It was about timing. You see, the mind becomes the battlefield long before the world turns violent. You lose your sharpness. You stop checking your surroundings. You trust routines too much. You call your weakness peace, your hesitation patience, your distraction rest. Oh yeah, they love that. They want you tired, confused, second-guessing yourself. Because when your focus breaks, your defenses collapse. And when your defenses collapse, that's when they move in. Nah, you can't afford to sleepwalk anymore. The threat isn't coming, it's already inside your system. You can feel it, that pull toward comfort that slowly eats your fire. That's the enemy's favorite weapon, ease. Because ease makes you forget preparation, and unprepared minds are easy to defeat. Listen carefully. They don't announce the strike. They don't knock at the door. They slip in through the habits you don't question, the conversations you entertain, the doubts you replay, the shortcuts you excuse. They don't come wearing armor. They come disguised as normal days. That's how they win. They blend in, and while you tell yourself nothing's wrong, they rearrange your discipline, weaken your resolve, and poison your direction, one whisper at a time. Oh, but here's the real twist. The surprise attack isn't designed to end you. It's designed to expose you, to reveal where you've been lazy, distracted, or too proud to adapt. The attack was never the problem. The problem was your blindness to it. Every hit you take in life isn't punishment, it's revelation. It shows what you refused to guard, what you left open, what you assumed was safe. You want to survive this? Then stop pretending you're untouchable. Arrogance makes you a target. Awareness makes you a ghost. Learn the pattern, break the pattern, become unpredictable. That's how you stay alive. That's how you stay ahead. Because once you start seeing the game, their surprise becomes your opportunity. You stop reacting, you start anticipating. Oh wow, now it makes sense, doesn't it? The silence wasn't peace, it was set up. Every calm day was a countdown. Every comfort was camouflage. And now the stillness feels heavier because your spirit finally noticed the shift. Something's moving beneath the surface, and it's coming fast. So here's your warning. Sharpen your senses. The next hit won't come from outside. It'll come from the place you ignored the longest. That's where they'll strike first. The smartest way to win against someone is to make them believe they were never in a fight. You remember the last line, don't you? The real enemy already knows your next move. Now ask yourself, how could they know? You never told them your plans, never revealed your thoughts, but they didn't need to, because you've been broadcasting your patterns like signals in the dark. Every habit, every scroll, every reaction, it all painted a map of your mind. They didn't study your victories, they studied your comfort zones. The things you do without thinking, the buttons they can press without resistance. That's how they predicted you. That's how they set the trap long before you realized there was one. Oh wow, it's unsettling, isn't it? The thought that your routines, your comforts, your distractions could betray you. But that's the brutal truth. The enemy doesn't need to break you when you're already predictable. They just need to keep you repeating the same cycles until you confuse stillness with peace and motion with progress. They feed you illusions, tiny doses of satisfaction that keep you calm while they move the battlefield closer. Yeah, you think you're acting out of choice, but the game was rigged from the start. Every time you follow the impulse to check what everyone's doing, every time you seek validation for breathing, every time you chase comfort instead of clarity, you reveal another piece of your code. And they're watching, patiently, because once they understand your rhythm, they can control it. Once they can control it, they can predict your fall before you take the first wrong step. Nah, don't panic. Awareness is your weapon now. They can't own a mind that refuses to sleep through manipulation. You must unlearn what they taught you to love. The easy path, the instant reward, the false sense of safety. It's not about paranoia. It's about precision. Every distraction has a purpose. Every comfort has a cost. Every delay has a designer. They don't strike through violence. They strike through comfort. And you let your guard down every time you confuse comfort with safety. Oh, it's not that they're unbeatable. It's that you forgot how to observe. You forgot to question why you feel so tired, why you procrastinate, why you fear silence. You forgot that your focus is currency, and someone's always trying to steal it. The battle you didn't see coming isn't just physical, it's psychological. They win by keeping your attention hostage. They know that once your attention fractures, your strength follows. Oh wow, now you get it. The war isn't fought with weapons anymore. It's fought with data, distraction, and emotion. And while you were laughing at chaos, they were memorizing your reactions. That's why the first rule of this unseen battlefield is awareness. Awareness exposes what deception hides. Awareness forces truth out of disguise. And once you start to see, everything changes. Because once you see, you stop moving like prey. You stop chasing illusions. You start rewriting the map. And suddenly the one they were tracking vanishes, not because you ran, but because you became unreadable. Now, here's the twist. They never expected. When you stop being predictable, their system starts to glitch. Their rhythm breaks. Their confidence trembles. You flip the script, and they realize they're not watching you anymore. You're watching them. They never expected you to wake up in the middle of their game. Oh wow, now the tables are turning, aren't they? You can feel it, that shift in the current, that flicker of awareness rising behind your eyes. The silence doesn't scare you anymore, it speaks to you. The distractions that used to seduce you now expose themselves for what they are, tools. Tools meant to drain your attention, dull your instinct, and slow your evolution. But something's changing inside you. You're not walking blind through their maze anymore. You're tracing its walls, mapping every corner, memorizing every trap. And for the first time, they don't know what you'll do next. That's when fear changes sides. They built their power on your blindness. They thrived in your inattention, but now you see the strings. You see who pulls them. And oh yeah, that terrifies them. Because when awareness sharpens, manipulation shatters. When the mind stabilizes, control collapses. They never wanted you alert. They never wanted you thinking beyond the surface. They wanted you reactive, quick to anger, slow to question. Because a distracted person is a controlled person. But now, you're studying them the way they studied you. Every noise, every silence, every narrative. You're seeing the rhythm behind the chaos, and that means you're no longer prey. Nah, don't misunderstand. This isn't about paranoia, it's about precision. It's about realizing that survival depends on clarity. When the world moves too fast, slow down. When noise grows louder, listen deeper. When they want reaction, give them stillness. They won't know how to handle it. Stillness is your strike. Silence is your counterattack. Because control doesn't come from shouting louder. It comes from mastering yourself while the world loses its mind. Oh, the irony of it all. They built the illusion of control by convincing you that power comes from domination, but real power comes from discipline. They mistake chaos for strength, but chaos has no patience, and without patience, they crumble. You, on the other hand, are learning endurance. You're learning to endure the unseen, to stand steady in moments that shake others apart. That's what makes them fear you. They can't calculate endurance. They can't manipulate patience. They can't infiltrate a mind that questions everything and bows to nothing false. Every step you take with awareness exposes another one of their tactics. You start to see how they mirror your fears, how they feed off your doubt, how they twist your desire for validation into dependency. Oh wow, it's almost poetic. The hunter realizing the prey was never weak, just distracted, The moment you detach from illusion, you become untouchable. You stop being part of their experiment and become the flaw in their formula. And once there's a flaw, their control starts bleeding out from the inside. Yeah, that's when the game flips. They start to scramble. Their tricks lose rhythm. Their masks slip. You'll see the cracks in their confidence, in their systems, in their words. Because when truth stands still, lies tremble. And when you stop chasing what they throw, you force them to face what they fear: exposure. They thought you were easy to predict, easy to provoke, easy to break. But now you walk with a different kind of calm. Not the calm of ignorance, the calm of awareness. The calm that says, I know where I stand. I know who's watching, and I know you're running out of moves. Nah, you're not hiding anymore. You're not reacting. You're observing. Every step you take now is deliberate. Every pause is strategy. And the ones who once watched from the shadows, they're the ones glancing over their shoulders now. Because the moment you started seeing through their illusion, the illusion started to fade. At first, the truth burns your eyes, then it becomes your vision. Oh wow. The moment has arrived. The fog is gone. The masks are dust. The illusions have no place to hide. What's left standing is the raw, unfiltered truth. The kind that doesn't flatter you, doesn't comfort you, doesn't bend to emotion. It just is. It exposes not only the lies they built, but the weaknesses you allowed. The truth isn't here to destroy you, it's here to rebuild you. But it demands one thing: honesty. Brutal, unshakable honesty. The kind that leaves no excuses behind. Yeah, that's what the light really does. It doesn't come to make you feel good, it comes to make you see. And seeing, oh, that's not always pleasant. Because when truth floods in, it brings accountability with it. It shows you where you hesitated when you should have moved, where you spoke when you should have listened, where you gave your power away just to feel safe for a moment. But once you stop running from that reflection, something incredible happens. You start reclaiming control piece by piece. Nah, don't mistake this for comfort. Growth isn't gentle. Truth doesn't pamper you. It trains you. It pushes you through the chaos you avoided. It sharpens you against resistance. It prepares you for battles most people can't even see. That's why not everyone makes it to this stage, because truth requires discipline. And discipline, it's the quietest kind of rebellion there is. While others chase applause, you chase accuracy. While others seek ease, you seek alignment. That's what separates those who collapse from those who command their focus under pressure. Oh, the beauty of it. When truth finally steps into full light, everything false fades like a shadow at dawn. You no longer crave validation because truth validates itself. You don't need an audience to confirm your worth. Your actions already prove it. You realize that silence has power, restraint has meaning, and awareness has weight. You become deliberate. Your words, your choices, your steps all carry intent. You no longer move out of reaction. You move with reason. And here's the twist they'll never recover from. The truth doesn't just expose their manipulation, it exposes their fear. Because deception can survive darkness, but it dissolves under the gaze of understanding. Once you start living from that place of awareness, their control ends without a fight. You become the kind of person they can't measure, can't provoke, can't predict. Oh wow, it's almost poetic. They tried to break you through confusion, and you rose through clarity. They tried to bury your focus, and you turned it into your weapon. They thought you'd crumble in chaos, but you built calm from it. That's the real victory. The battle you didn't see coming wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to awaken you. Yeah, you survived the surprise attack, not by running, but by rising. You stayed alert. You adapted. You evolved. The game they designed to drain you became the training that defined you. Now you walk through the same storms that once terrified you. And the difference is simple. You're no longer reacting to them. You're reading them, calculating them, overcoming them. Nah. They won't understand how you did it. They'll call it luck, mystery, coincidence. But you'll know the truth. You'll know that the real war was never outside. It was always within. And once you mastered that battlefield, everything else fell silent. And there it is, the final piece of the puzzle. The masks off, the traps exposed, and the silence shattered. Oh wow. You've walked with me through every shadow, every whisper, every hidden strike. Yeah, you felt it. The shift, the sting, the truth crawling under your skin. And nah, you're not the same person who clicked play. You're sharper now, quicker, harder to trick, impossible to catch off guard. This wasn't just a speech. It was a warning, a training ground for your focus, your discipline, your ability to see what others ignore. Every word was a weapon, forged to cut through lies and distractions. So when you step back out there after this video, remember this moment. Remember the energy, the edge, the clarity. Don't just listen, live it. Stay alert, stay unreadable, stay untouchable. Because once you've seen the unseen, surprise attacks lose their power forever. This is your tribute to your instinct, to your resilience, to your refusal to be broken. You made it through the full video, and that alone makes you part of the rare ones who see what's really happening.